Hello everybody out there on YouTube, this is your man Shaddix, and we're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon video, so let's get started. Alright guys, so this is your man Shaddix, and we are back with another Pokemon video. You know, first off, I want to say this is the different type of video. You know, this is a top 3, and this isn't like some super dank MLG top 3. This is more of me just speaking my mind and on how I feel about certain things. You know, this is what I want. You know, I don't want to go and do a whole bunch of super dank editing, but you know, at the same time, I want it to be nice. I want it to look nice. I want the video to look nice. I want it to sound nice. So let's get started. First off, my first want for Pokemon Sun and Moon is for there to be a deep engrossing story like Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2, especially Black and White 2. Even though there are more issues with Black and White's 2 story, it was still very engrossing. Now, when we looked at Pokemon X and Y, that story was not very engrossing. You know, a lot of the details and lore that was added to the Pokemon universe in that game was taken away, by the fact that, you know, you had such a bare bones story, but you had lore. You know, I basically, you know, we got stuff added to the Pokemon universe, all this background stuff that happened. It's like, oh wow, but the actual story and progression of the game itself is just like, I go from gym to gym, and then I fight these bad guys who really aren't even a threat. They don't have any kind of purpose. They don't serve any type of purpose to the Pokemon world in that game. Their ultimate purpose is just to, you know, wake up Yveltal or Xerneas, depending on which one you play. It's just to wake up Yveltal and destroy the world. That's it, you know. And we get some interesting stuff about Yveltal, how Yveltal destroyed the world, how Xerneas raised it back up, and about how the giant created this giant machine. You know, all those things. You know, I felt bad for the giant. You know, it was a lot of stuff in that game that could have been executed so much better. Like, they did such a poor job with the actual plot of the game, but, you know, added so much lore to the Pokemon universe and how, you know, we perceive the Pokemon universe. There's wars going on in the Pokemon universe. You know, regions are warring with each other. This is stuff that I like in my Pokemon game. It adds some kind of depth, and it makes this, you know, the overall lore of the Pokemon world kind of dark when you think about it. This is something I want in Sun and Moon. On top of that, I want a engrossing story. It doesn't have to be dark. Black and White had a pretty dark story when you think about it, but this game doesn't necessarily have to be dark. It just needs to be engrossing, because Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was kind of the same thing, except for, you know, the story itself didn't make sense, but the progression was right. It was slow on top of that, so the game felt kind of sluggish. I just really want a nice engrossing Pokemon game with a good story. That's what I really want. Number 2, I want them to add another type, and when I say another type, I say another type of Eevee. I got you. But really, I really want another Eevee. I want some kind of bug Eevee, or even 2 Eevees like we got with Generation 2 and Generation 4. You know, I want, you know, maybe a bug and a steel Eevee, a flying Eevee. A flying Eevee would be really cool. I think that would be like over the top. You know, they could do something with that. You know, we have an Eevee that looks like a freaking Pegasus. You know what I mean? Like they call it Pegagon or something like that. Copyright, trademark, do not steal, original character. But on the real, like, I'm really hoping that we get another type of Eevee in this game. We got Sylveon last game, and that is my favorite Pokemon so far in the Pokemon series. I hope they get a really phenomenal design, and I hope they're usable in the metagame in some kind of way, and whether it be UU or OU, you know, that's how I feel about Eevee. I feel like Eevee deserves another evolution. Besides Sylveon, it's really been, unless there's a new type or something, or types change in a way, you know, we really don't get another Eevee type. That, you know, I believe we need another Eevee type. So, you know, go ahead and hit us with that nice and clean, you know, Steelion, my boys. And number 3 on my list, I hope the customization we saw in Pokemon X and Y return. Now, before you start off and say, didn't you just say X and Y didn't really have that great of a story? Yeah, but that doesn't relate to everything else in the game, which was base beyond belief. Oh my god, I spent like hundreds of hours trying alone just to get all the clothes in the games, because I was just trying to be the most fabulous Pokemon trainer I could be. I was up here, you know, styling on them. Like, really, when I went in them Pokemon battles, people were like, ooh, look at you, man. You look fresh, boy. You know, my homeboy, you know, Alejandro could have been like, hey man, well, look at you, man, look at USA, man, look at your clothes. Oh man, you know, that's fresh. Come on, my boy, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I looked fresh, my boy. You know, I really hope we get that kind of customization in the game. I also hope we get like the return of stuff like we had the option of skating or using a bicycle. You know, this level of customization was unseen in a Pokemon game before. Before, the most we got was the acro bike or something in Gen 3, I think. Like, that was the most customization we got. Let's be real. But on the real, I hope we get this level of customization we saw in X and Y or beyond that, and let us like customize the colors of our clothing even further. You know, that's something I like to see. I don't want to just be able to change the skin color of my character and that's it. I want clothing. I want to be able to change like my bike and stuff. I want to be able to change my skates. You know, that's something I really want to see. And that, guys, that's it basically for my top 3. You know, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Tell me down below what your top 3 wants for Pokemon Sun and Moon are. It's me, man, AschBeats. Follow me on Twitter. I'm out. Peace. Kiss, kiss.
It's just a game.